Happy New Year to everybody.
Same to you.
Yeah, it's easy for you to say.
You brought it up.
Yeah, that's right. I love seeing five guys in double figures. I love that we did a better job of getting to the foul line and not fouling them as much. In the first half, they shot 11 free throws and we shot 5. Second half, we shot 17. They shot 2. We attacked the basket more. I like that part. We went to try to do something different on the screen on the ball in the second half, and it helped us, except we didn't do a good job of fronting the post, so we got some work to do. Stuff's over now. It's big-time basketball in front of us now. We got to play better.
Y'all went on a 16-1 run midway through the second half.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think was key? Was that locking down on defense, or?
A little bit of both. We got some stops defensively, and we took better shots. And when you take better shots, we're a good shooting team. I mean, it's but when Luke May tries to bounce around and shoot the ball with 4 guys all over him, and that's not a good shot. Cam Johnson shoots a 3-pointer and gets it blocked. That's not a good shot. Those guys can really shoot the basketball, but we got to get better shots. But I think during that stretch, we got some stops defensively with their switching. They turned it over a couple of times, and we came down and got good shots, and they went in for us. Didn't rebound the ball nearly as well as I thought we should have, but I think during that stretch, I'd say it's those things right there.
The forced turnovers, how much of that was you guys, and what did you like about what you did to force those?
It's a little bit of both. I think we were in the right spots a couple of times, but that's one of Tommy's, and I can't coach his team and tell you about his team, but if you look at all the stats, and I study them quite a bit, they're one of the bottom 10 teams in the country with turnovers. I feel like we should be. But I think that's a problem that they have. But you got to understand, maybe, I don't know, maybe his 2 best players aren't playing yet this year. I even told him, I said, just think if you had gotten Wendell Carter, they could have been a top 10 team last year. And but I know without those 2 players, Harvard's not the team they're going to be when they get those guys back too. But it's a little bit of our defense, and then they do have a problem turning the ball over.
Kenny Williams has now scored in double figures 6 of his last 7 games. How important is it for him to be going like this offensively heading into ACC play?
You know what he did is he missed 2 open threes early, and he took the ball to basket and made 2 or 3 big-time layups late in the first half. And that might have been during that he said the 16-1 run was in the second half. But it was a 1 or 2 point game or something like that, and Kenny made 2 or 3 layups in a row. So he's finding a way to do things to help us. And it's we have great kids, but we got to play with our brain a little bit more. And Kobe took a terrible shot early in the second half and took him out. Garrison didn't do what he's supposed to do, and I took him out. Luke took the shot out of the phone booth with Spider-Man, Superman, and everybody else around him. I took him out. 7th throws that left-handed lob pass up for God, and didn't work, and I took him out. So I told him now, this is big leagues now. It's not bitty basketball. And I think hopefully that'll help.
Is Sterling's situation a day-to-day thing, or is that a long-term thing, do you think?
It's day-to-day because we don't have enough information. His knees just bother him, so we decided to just hold him out. It's similar to the same thing we did with, this year we held Kobe. Kobe's ankles bothered him. We gave him a rest, and it helped him, and I'm hoping that'll be what helps with Sterling. But we'll just have to wait and see, get some more information, and then go.
Now, Zero was pretty locked in on defense tonight. Is that an area he's been growing lately for you?
Well, it's an area that has been a weakness for him. There's no question. I think that he was better tonight. He gave up 2 threes in a row to 3-point shooters, so your definition of locked in would be a little different than mine. But that's what America, you get the right to say anything you want to say. But he has been trying much harder defensively. And, he's such a great athlete. He was always able to do things because he wants to. So he'll run hard. He'll go over and block a shot or steal your ball or something like that. But at this level, it's hard to do that. You got to be more fundamentally sound, and he's really working on trying to do that. And I think he's handling everything great. I really do.
Heading into conference play, how close do you think this team is to where you would like it to be right
Nowhere near. Not in the same freaking universe.
Anybody else? What do you think is going to be most important for you all to be prepared?
Same thing I've said forever, guys. We got to get better defensively. We got to stop turning the ball over. And then, we need to rebound the ball better. I mean, is that 38, 34? Now, it's more difficult today without Sterling, without Garrison. We got to play with our brain a little bit more. Garrison gets an early foul and then gets a second one. That's the second or third game that he's gotten 2 fouls in the first 5 minutes. We're better with him in there, or I wouldn't be starting him. So we got to play smarter. We got to play better defensively. We got to rebound the basketball better. Stop turning it over.
Anything else about tonight? We've got a press conference Friday if you want to talk about
Yeah.
season stuff.
Yeah.
What led to your move down the bench at the end of the game? I think
What's
it was
that?
3 minutes left when you moved down to the end of the bench.
Guys, if I'm throwing the ball to somebody, I'm not going to throw it behind him and be a high caliber player. Come on. So I needed to sit down and shut up, quit looking stupid. So there happened to be a seat there. It looked like it fit my rear end, so I sat down.